Hello and welcome to another Inside the Recording Studio Tuesday tip. Today we're going to take a look at doing backups. Very, very important thing. For any longtime recording engineer that has worked in a computer studio situation, they will tell you it is almost inevitable that you will lose data unless you become extremely diligent about doing backups. And I mean backups, not back up, but backups. So let's take a look at my desktop and let's walk through a few things. As you can see here, I've got a couple of windows open. My first window here shows my recording drive. My second window here shows an audio backup drive. And then we have another one here called Super Uber Backup, which ends up being a place for me to save computer setups. And that way I can fire up that OS in virtual machine and be able to do something that may require something older. In terms of the backups, if we look at my recording drive, we have several songs here in various states of finish. Some of them are marked green, some of them are not marked at all, some of them have red, some of them have yellow. And what that is an indication to me is what is finished in terms of a project, and that tells me where it should go when I make the backup. So anything that's green and considered ultimately finished and not yet off the drive will go into the archive songs. And then once that's done, I can then erase it off of the recording drive. If it is not marked with a color, or if it's yellow or has red marked on it, it's going to go into the quick backup folder. I have a samples drive, and that samples drive gets backed up anytime something new gets installed on the samples drive. That way I have all the samples just in case the drive goes down. That way I can just dump it right back on the drive and be right back up and ready to go. I keep installers of various plugins that are either pretty hefty or maybe they're old and I still need to install them on a new OS, even though it might not be registered for that OS. I can keep those here and still download them. Obviously, I also save the serial numbers along with that if they're serial numbered. Now, this backup drive is actually a RAID system, such that if the drive goes down or if one of the drives in the system goes down, it's a redundant situation. Thus, I can replace that drive ASAP, and then I plug the new drive back into the RAID system and it recreates all the data and I'm good to go. That way I'm always covered in a backup. And the reason why I say that is that I like to do multiple backups. Thus, if it's an extremely important project, not only will it go onto the RAID system, but it will also go onto a hard copy type disk like a Blu-ray, so that there's some other form of backup in case the RAID goes down and all the drives in the RAID go down. Might be rare, but it could happen. I always have some sort of hard copy backup, and I highly recommend doing this. Ever since doing it, I haven't lost a project. It cannot be stressed more than enough. Always, always, always make more than one backup of your data. See you next time.